Good morning, YouTube. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are well. It is Christine with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. And you guys are not gonna like today's topic. You guys are not gonna like it, and I frankly do not care. So join, don't join. If you are a longtime follower, you will probably appreciate this. So I'm gonna wait a few moments for you guys to join the live broadcast. Welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're from and let's get into it. So that being said, guys, good morning. Today's topic is excuses and self-sabotage. And I have been seeing an obscene amount of excuses lately. I've been seeing an obscene amount of self-sabotage. Good morning, MacFit. Hello, Taylor. What's up from Nashville? Hello, guys. If you have been just so full of crap, if you have just been so full of crap, good morning, Jackie. The Enlightened Hippies. Hello. What a screen name. Okay, guys. All right. Good morning, Kim. Who here can come up with an excuse for every solution? And I'm gonna be the first to say that I am that person. When I don't want to do something, I will come up with any excuse humanly imaginable to get myself out of it. I'm a weirdo, all right, cool? Oh, to be on YouTube, my friends. So, OG self-sabotager, guys, it is crazy because you guys gravitate to the Gauge Girl Training community because I put out videos that give you guys the science and teach you exactly how to overcome your weight loss and fat loss issues, right? And the advice works because it's based on science. The problem is executing it. The devil is always in the details, and execution is where most people fall off track. You are fine at first. You are dealing with emotions. You are dealing with, extreme motivation because you want to get fit. And that type of emotions lasts about a day, maybe 2 days, maybe a week. But it doesn't take long before you're back into your old habits and you're like, you know what? Why bother? This is too hard. I would rather eat what I want to eat. I would rather do what I want to do. I don't like this. This is hard. This is painful. F this. And it's never your fault. It's never your fault. It's the fault of, well, you couldn't find this ingredient at the grocery store. Or you know what? It's your partner's fault because they brought home some good food. Or it's your coach's fault because of XYZ. Or you know what? It's your gym's fault because your gym had to close due to COVID and you can't figure out how to do anything at home. It's your job's fault because now you have this much more work and you're this much more stressed. So whenever you have free time, you need to just marinate in front of the TV because you just can't be bothered because you're too damn stressed. You guys, I have heard every excuse, every type of excuse, every brand of excuse from every country, every continent on planet Earth. And here's the thing. The excuses and self-sabotage, why don't we just be honest and be like, you know what? I don't want to. It's too hard. I don't feel like it. I'm being lazy. Instead, we have to blame everybody else. We have to pass the blame so you aren't the bad guy. And it's human nature to do this, my friends. It's human nature to do this, my friends. But I need you guys to acknowledge that when you're coming up with an excuse, it's probably because you're lazy. It's probably because you don't want to face the pain. It's probably because you have a fear that you're missing out on pleasure because you feel that if you commit yourself to a healthy lifestyle, you're not going to be able to revert back to the foods and habits and things that provide you temporary emotional comfort in the moment. And what I want to do is I want to blow dynamite up I want to blow up your excuses with dynamite because that's what they are. They're excuses. And the majority of you bringing these excuses to the table, they're primarily, guess where they're coming from? Who wants to guess the source and root of your excuses? Do we have any guesses? Anybody watching? Anyone want to know what one of the main sources of an excuse? It's not self-doubt. It's fear. It's fear. You're afraid. We're afraid. It is fear. And here's the crazy thing about fear. Fear is so powerful. Fear can be so powerful because it's mentally constructed, number one. Because when you associate something with fear, here's what you're doing. When you associate something with fear, you say to yourself, if I do this, this will be painful. And therefore, yourself and your mind and your psyche is like, why would I want to experience pain? So you're afraid. But here's the problem. We need to stop associating the process with pain. And instead, when you begin to do that, if you tell yourself, oh man, if I stick to this, like, I'm not going to be able to have my wine. I'm not going to be able to eat my potato chips. I'm probably going to have to get up early. I'm going to have to have less sleep. I'm going to be sweaty. I'll probably be sore. I will probably need to do more laundry. I will probably need to X, Y, Z. It'll cost me this. It'll cost me that. You guys, don't you know how much you're worth? Don't you know how much better you're going to feel? And you know it. You guys all know it. But you are getting in your own way because you are mentally attaching fear to the process. And when you do that, it's human nature. You're going to come up with excuse after excuse after excuse because nobody wants to feel pain. No human willingly wants to go into something that is going to provide pain. And you guys, what I need you to do is you need to get to the point where you're like, enough already. Enough. When you get so fed up of your own bullshit, of your own excuses, when you get to the point where you're like, I know I'm full of shit. I know I can do this. I know I can get up early. I know I can make a healthier choice. I am just choosing not to. First of all, you have to have that self-awareness where you're like, you know what? You acknowledge that everything is a choice. You acknowledge that everything is a choice. You acknowledge that you're the only one standing in your own way. It's not my fault. It's not your gym's fault. It's not your husband's fault. It's not your partner's fault. It's not your kid's fault. It is not your boss's fault. It is not your parents' fault for raising you this way. It is not the people who have picked at you at different stages in your life. It is not the assholes in your life who have said mean things to you. It is nobody's fault but your own. And until you're at that place where you are ready to take full accountability for your role in this, you guys. If shit's not working out, you want to know who can fix it? Go into the bathroom, look into the mirror. That's the person who can fix it. And once you realize that, though, you guys, once you realize how full of shit you are, once you realize how much excuses you've been making, once you realize that it's you, that's where the freedom comes, my friends. That's where the freedom comes because only you can make it happen. Only you can choose to get organized. Only you can choose to drink that water instead. Only you can choose to be like, you know what? I deserve better. My body needs better than this. I don't feel good when I'm overweight. I feel sluggish. I hate the way my clothes fit right now. Who here has ever had that experience, or who here is going through this right now where you're getting dressed and you put something on and you're like, dear God, how is this my body? And when you just are like, how did I get here? What happened? You feel like you blinked and one day everything fit. And then now all of a sudden, it just drives you nuts. It just drives you nuts because you're like, this isn't what I want for myself. This is not what I want. How did I get here? So after that, we tend to go through a series of emotions. We tend to feel anger. We'll feel shame. We might feel embarrassment. But what's going to propel you to action? What is going to propel you to action? I think we need to get to the point where it's like enough is enough already. You know what? I'm done eating like crap. I'm done feeling like crap. I'm just done. And until you get so sick and tired of your own bullshit that you're ready to change your behavior, nothing is going to change, my friends. Nothing's going to change. And what I need from you guys is I need you guys to take ownership. I need you guys to take ownership of that process. And it's not fun. It's not fun. It's easier to blame other people. It's easier to be angry. It's easier to be sad. It's easier to be shamed. It's easier to feel that pity party. It's easier. But you know what's amazing? When you're like, you know what? I got this. And you dig so deep inside of you, inside of your heart, inside of your mind, inside of your gut, and you remember who you are. When you remember the fact that you are a capable, confident, go-getter, badass person that can do this. You have done this. You will do this. You will get it together. You have gotten it together. And now all you need to do is do it. And I want all of you guys watching this right now, I want you to tap into your capability. I want you to tap into your resourcefulness. I want you to tap into your strength. I want you to, let's stop like rolling around being defeated. Let's stop going around blaming everybody. Let's stop doing all that shit. And instead, let's be like, you know what? Actually, I can. You know what, Christine, you're right. I can do this. I can invest in my health. I can shift my focus. I can stop being a big, crying, whiny baby that bitches and blames everybody to the point that I can't stand being, if you've ever gotten to the point that you can't stand to hear your own voice in your own head because all you do is bitch, do you ever get like sick of that? Do you ever bitch and complain so much that if you hear somebody who bitches and complains in the same way you do, like you just like, oh, this person, but that's you. But that's you. I've been there where I'm like, dear God, like I got to get it together, because when you're around people who complain and just are like doing all of that, it's toxic. It's toxic. And I think that so many of you guys are pouring that toxic voice into your own head. Who here is speaking toxic shit to themselves? Who here is doing it and you know it has to stop? It has to stop. You have to stop telling yourself, you know what? Let me have this wine. Let me have this DoorDash. These chips. Oh, these cookies. Oh, this ice cream. Oh, well, my mom or my family member made this for me. Oh, well, my husband brought this home. Or, oh, well, this. Guys, we can come up with a million excuses. I want to know who wants to beat your excuses? Who wants to stop self-sabotaging? Who wants to grab life by the reins and be like, you know what? I got this. I'm in control. Nobody decides what happens to me but me. And when you realize how much power you have, when you guys choose to take your power back and you choose to get in control of your life, get in control of your fitness, get in control of how you eat, get in control of how you drink, get in control of the thoughts you feed yourself, and own your shit and begin to apply yourself. You begin to track your macros. You begin to weigh your food. You begin to like have a game plan when you go to the grocery store. I tell you what, there is nothing that can replace that confidence that you build from taking control. Take your power back, my friends. Let's stop being the people that feel sorry for ourselves. They're like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it this. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Guys, let's do it. Let's do it. Stop making excuses. Stop like, oh my goodness, you guys, I'm very, very passionate about this topic because I know that every single one of you watching this right now, you all know this, there is a capable, more confident, more resourceful, more assertive version of you inside of you. Who knows? Who knows that there's a more capable, more resourceful, more assertive human inside of you? Who knows it? Who knows it? You know you can do it. Like, my gosh, you've done so much more for your job. You've done so much more for your kids. You've done so much more for like projects and community things. And you've done so much more for so many things, but yet you're not doing it for you. Guys, take your power back. Take your power back. Take your power back. Apply yourself. Apply herself. Apply yourself. Apply yourself. And do not stop fighting until you find you again. I gotta tell you guys that since I've been back on track, I am finally starting to feel like Gauge Girl again. Because I haven't been feeling like Gauge Girl in a minute. You know who Gauge Girl is, guys? Gauge Girl is the version of me that is the strong, capable, badass, takes no prisoners, gets it done, pushes forward, is strong, is adaptable, is kind, is gracious, but believes and is like, Gauge Girl is like my Sasha Fierce in a weird way, if that makes sense. Like, and I want you to all find your inner Gauge Girl, because each and every one of us has a superhero version of ourselves inside. And I want you guys to find that superhero version of you inside of you, because it's there. It's there. And when she comes out, and I know there's some men in here, when she or he, but when she comes out, you are like unstoppable. You are unstoppable. And how wonderful does that feel, my friends, when you tap into that strength? And I don't care, you guys, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. It doesn't matter what you look like. You can pull that strong version of yourself. You can pull that out at any point, at any time. And right now, guys, if you're watching this, I am giving you full permission. Bring out that capacity. Bring out your resourcefulness. Guys, I will be damned if I'm going to let you guys bitch and moan and make excuses all day long. You know what? If you want to go do that, like, just go on YouTube and be a troll. Like, go on YouTube and be a troll. But if you're here because you want to feel better, if you're here because, you know what? You're like, Christine, I want to apply all the science you've taught me. I want to invest in this. I want you to be my coach. I want to do this, but I'm in my own way. Well, you know what? Like, I'm not going to let you fail. If you keep showing up to my content, if you keep showing up to listen, I won't allow you to fail. You know why? Because I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. And sometimes you need tough love. Sometimes you need tough love because, guys, I understand the pain. I understand it so much. My gosh, you guys saw me here just a couple weeks ago crying like a baby, feeling ashamed of myself. And I was feeling ashamed of myself. But you know what? I got out of my own head. I got out of my own way. And I chose to do something about it. I chose to do something about it. Who here is just talking about it and not being about it? If you're just here talking and feeling bad and doing this, guys, do something. For the love of God, do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. You ever hear that old school Britney Spears song, you guys? She's like, why don't you do something? Do you guys know which one I'm talking about? She's like, I see you looking at me like I'm some kind of freak. Why don't you do something? Do something. You guys are gonna go look up that song. It's like old. I'm like dating myself. What's it from? Like 1999 or 2000 or I don't know. Anyway, guys, do something. Do something. So if you want to do something, I actually have a sale that'll be live later today. I have a flash sale on my one-on-one coaching. If you want me to be your personal coach, I do have limited spots. I don't do these types of sales often. So if we've worked together in the past and you want to work together again, if you're like, Christine, I've been on the periphery forever. I have every shred. I'm part of Lifeline, but girl, I want to work with you. I need this energy in my ear, in my face. I need this. Sign up. So the sale will be live later today on the website, but if you have questions, you can DM me and whatnot. But guys, let's get out of our heads. Let's get out of our own way. I want you guys to be the best versions of yourself. So, it's time for me to go. I want you guys to have a blessed day. If you guys can please give this video thumbs up. Please give this video thumbs up. It helps me out so much here on YouTube. I love you all. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.